Imagine your best friend, they always come to you in the morning and gives you a cake before school. Like, oh my gosh, best friend, you're so nice. But after school, they beat you up. Compare that to a friend that maybe they don't bring you cake, but they just say hi. But they don't beat you up after school. Who's a better friend? The one who gives you cake because you love sugar? Not really, because they're going to beat you up. So it's way better to just take the hello. Just take the hello from the other friend, because it's a good, powerful thing. And you don't have the bad. So today I'm going to talk about a few things, the different opinions, perspectives, or way we navigate life that we should start to do in 2024, and what we should not do moving forward and just to leave behind in 2023. First thing that I think you should do is set standards for yourself, for how you're going to treat yourself, your body, and how you're going to operate in life, but also set standards and boundaries for how you want to be treated by others. First, you want to figure out what feels right, and then note down that you don't want anything outside of what feels right, like right inside your heart, right inside your mind, right inside your body. So that's like a standard. So then when you're walking throughout life, you can say, wait, this isn't what I want for myself, because this isn't what's going to get me to what feels right. And you can tell yourself no, or you can tell someone else no. Let's say I set a standard that I want to feel light in my body. I want my body to feel clean internally. And then I noted down things that make it feel clean, which would be water, sunlight, movement, and the things that we eat, eating things that are alive. If those are your standards of what feels right to make your body feel right, you see a non-vegan, non-healthy brownie in Whole Foods, my ideal version of myself should not buy those brownies, or at least get a healthier alternative at a way less frequent time. I need to have that internal reminder of who I want to be, so I can forcefully pull myself away. Like, I have to get my soul to just drag myself away from the brownies. And that's what you're trying to do with these standards. You want your standards to be so strong and so true, and you want to keep it in your mind so that you say no. Get it? Like, do what feels right. Say you set a certain standard for how you want your romantic partner. It doesn't have to be the perfect romantic partner, but it has to be the romantic partner that feels right. Like, do what feels right. So, and some things, they feel good, but they don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? So, period. So it's not about what feels good, it's about what feels right. Let's say you have these attributes, a certain way that they talk to you, a certain way that they support you, maybe healthy habits that they have, bad habits that they definitely don't have. Maybe it's their level of education, maybe it's their personality traits, maybe it's the physical traits. You don't want to have so many, but have like an ideal version of someone spiritually, mentally, financially, physically, you know, something that would feel right when you meet them. They're in a place that feels right when you meet them, not someone you gotta change, whatever. So let me just get to the point. Let's say someone has a lot of these attributes that you like, but they also have a lot of attributes that you don't like, or that are in alignment with things that you don't want in a partner, things that you won't tolerate, things that you won't accept, things that are too far. And what's too far for me is different from what's too far for you. And that's based off of what we tolerated in our youth. So I had a partner that was fulfilling my needs in like multiple ways. When it got to the negative things that I don't want, they had way more negative things that I don't want compared to things that I did want. And so when that happens, and let's say like it's a strong attribute, like good sex, like if someone gives good sex, like it's just hard, you know, it's hard to let go. Everything was wrong except sex, basically. That was a long time ago, by the way. You go like this. Okay, how good is sex compared to the detrimentalness of condescending communication? It hurts way more to be talked to in a bad way than to have really good sex. So you gotta do it like that. Like, what do you not want? Like, what are some non-negotiables that you can't tolerate versus what you do want? So for the things that you don't want, it's better to have someone that has a lot of, like they don't have any of the things that you don't want, opposed to having many things that you do want. Because what you'll find is it's just better to take out the negative than to add more, basically. I don't even know how to make that make sense, but you can interpret it how you want to. The second thing that I want you to know for the new year, or the new side to you, is that at every single moment we are manifesting the things that we see in front of us. Even my thoughts, the things that I was thinking, the way that I was talking led me specifically to the path that took me to this tower. Each thought is like leading after another. It's like a story being unfolded depending on where you turn, I guess. But also it's based on how you're feeling in that moment and the goggles that you're using to see the world. Two things I've been telling you are things that I learned this year, and so now I'm going to be applying them, and I'm blessed to have learned them. It's not that I'm a perfectionist at this, it's like a realization, I guess like a reflection. What we're feeling inside of us, people can feel, and I was told this for a while, but I never really understood that. But like if I'm feeling that someone won't like me, it's like this belief and this energy, and they actually maybe won't like me because of, they see that energy coming out of my eyes or coming out of your eyes when you look at them, and they're like, their body's like reading the energy and vibing off of it, understanding it, and we kind of all feel each other energetically, so they feel like some sort of discomfort towards you. But if you feel like someone's really nice and you go up to them and you smile at them and you tell them like hi, they're gonna see in your eyes that you're viewing them like nicely. Like I don't even know much about it, but people will say that there's something with the eyes and the souls, but I don't know, you can see someone's soul in their eyes. I don't really know too much. I think I heard quotes like that, but my interpretation of what I've learned is that there's like energy inside of us that people can feel specifically when they see you and when you look at each other in the eye, more so. And it's not that like people feel a dislike or a like, it's more so like people can feel your fear, people can feel your sadness, people can feel your happiness, people can feel your curiosity, people can feel your joy, people can feel your support. If you are living life feeling that you are lacking something or at any disadvantage or whatever, that can be flipped through like working on your inner energy and how you view circumstances. And a lot of it is derived from fear, like fear-based living. So it's like continuing to identify fears within you that maybe we're not aware of, because life is life and things happen. So it's an ongoing journey. I like this spot. It's super cool. Feels super movie-like. If you know any places that have more of these, like just hundreds and walls of them and feet of them, like miles of it, I would love to walk through it. I'm sure it'll be not too hard to learn how to climb these either. I definitely can't climb them right now, but to learn would be cool. I'm good at climbing trees with like really big, thick branches, but this would be impressive. I know someone out there is capable of it. I don't know who, but someone is. And I think it's really cool people that climb coconut trees too. For me, the way that I learned this is through my anxiety. Like I've had a long journey with anxiety, and things are so much easier for me now. And like, yeah, sometimes I get scared randomly, like my body, but it's not as bad as it was when I was a preteen and a teenager. When I feel anxious inside of me, it's like I can see how the things around me validate my discomfort. And I don't know if it's more so that we're manifesting through our energy, or that we can only see what we feel in our energy. Maybe it's both, maybe it's one or the other. But basically, my body was scared, and then the world seemed scary, or the world seemed uncomfortable, or everything that happened was uncomfortable to me. And then when I harnessed that energy and made it feel more safe, it was like the world just verified things that were so safe to me, like people saying hi, people giving me high fives, people giving me things randomly, being nice to me, complimenting me, just good luck things. Like imagine like just finding the perfect acorn, or finding the perfect pine cone, or imagine you find a $20 bill. Like just good things come when you feel good in your energy, and also good things come when you see others good too. So those are the things that I would say. It's like harnessing your energy like in your belly button area, And knowing that when you harness it or you gain awareness and control of it, that you're able to, like, it's like a grounding, like being grounded in yourself. And it's an ongoing journey. I'm not saying a perfect ad is something I want to do more in 2024. So harnessing that energy and knowing that you're in control of how the world feels to you. To break it down and to recap on everything, basically what you want to start doing is start setting boundaries for how you treat yourself. The second thing was to start learning how to harness your energy, and also learning how to be grounded within that energy, so you can have an open view of the world. So what you would stop doing is to stop not paying attention to that energy inside of you that's controlling everything. It's like, whoa. And a lot of the times that energy is determined by everything. Just our environment is who we are. Like you can have 2 pit bulls and put them in 2 different homes and behave totally differently. So what should you do with those pit bulls? You should set boundaries for the way you're going to treat that pit bull, the way that you allow people to treat that pit bull, what you feed the pit bull, how many walks you take it on. Is it inside the house, outside the house? You know, things like that. Harness the energy of the pit bull. What do? You give it dental treats. You take it to a dog park so it can make friends, so it can be friendly. So really finding those things out, and I will be working on that just as much as you this year. So I really wish everyone a happy new year, and just remember that every day we're new versions of ourselves. Our cells are constantly dying and more are being brought here. Every 7 years we have, technically, biologically speaking, a new body. But on a smaller level, we can do that on a daily basis, and it's with the actions that we take, the words that we make. So it's like, before we take an action, for me, I would like to, basically, before I take actions and before I respond, before I react, before I do things in the morning, just anything, I want to take a moment to just be present, because I know that to be present is to help feel that energy inside of you. And if you can feel it, eventually you can hold on to it. Because if you're not being present, you're not holding on to it, you're just going around. Stillness, that's another thing we should all begin to reintegrate into our life. And I notice the way to have stillness is based off of the things that we eat. There's chemicals inside of these chips and cookies, y'all. Like, it's crazy. It's the reason why our brain is operating the way it does. And it also messes with our soul, I feel like at a soul level. It's the things we eat, the movies we watch, and the music we listen to, and the people around us. Starting to change the music that you listen to, or not even playing music. Like, being less stimulated, just not playing music while you drive sometimes will cause you to be more within your body, more within that energy inside of you, because you're not adding more stimulants in the way to get to that one feeling. It's like a distraction from our energy. Remember, it's better to have all those negatives not be there than to have the more good ones. So removing the negatives are way better than adding. Hope you all have a great life. I'll see you in the next video, which will be in like a day or two. So peace.